Welcome to our channel where we share daily motivation from our family to yours. I'm Courtney and we are the Andersons. So today I thought that we would do a little Sunday fun day food budget, cleaning motivation, and Sunday dinner motivation. Today we are headed to the Year DeKalb Farmers Market in DeKalb County, Georgia, where I love to go to shop for food for the month. We get here really early before the crowd when they open at 9 a.m. You guys, this place gets packed. I wish I could show it to you, but there's no filming, no pictures taken inside as per this sign. So I'm going to cut it off and show you the basket after we leave. So it's been about an hour and 15 minutes. We are tired and ready to go. It's really cold in there because of all that fresh meat, you guys. And once I get home, I'm going to show you. Click like and click share if you want to see more of monthly budget food ideas and what you can do to really just start to cook for your family at home if you're not really motivated, if you want to see just how easy it can be to budget and spend less money than you're spending eating out. The average family eats about $900 worth of groceries for 4 and $1,000 for 5. My budget was $500, you guys, and I stayed under budget. Make sure you stay till the end to see just how much I spent. So here's just some produce. I didn't stay over in that section too long today. I just bought some strawberries, some butter, buttermilk, some olives and lettuce for salad, and cauliflower. But I can get produce anywhere, but I really come here for the meat, you guys. I'm going to actually go through the list and tell you. I'm going to point to some of it, but I'm going to really read through all the meat that I got, and this should last a month or more. I got 2 days worth of pork chops. I got a brisket, which I normally don't get, but I wanted to play around with that. I got a chuck tender roast, which is basically Sunday roast. I got 2 servings of turkey wings, so that's 6 wings total. I cook 3 at a time. I got ground beef. This is the ground turkey I'm showing you here, you guys. And I'll show you a little bit close up of the ground beef later. I got beef stew. I got boneless, skinless thighs, and I love those because my husband loves dark meat, and we really don't like the dryness of white meat too much, and I buy a lot of the boneless, skinless. It's easy to cook. That's the brisket, you guys. Not the brisket. This is the flanken cut short rib, so not the cubes that you may be used to seeing, but the long skinny Asian style, which I love. I usually cook those right away. I also got some crab meat. That's for something I'm doing for the holidays. Also some frozen shrimp. I got 3 days worth of frozen shrimp. Some drumsticks, which I'm buying more of lately. Skirt steaks. I always get about 2 or 3 skirt steaks for Tuesday fajitas or tacos. Some oxtails. They were really picking over those oxtails, you guys. I'm not that particular. I always get 10 pounds of buffalo wings, which they are at a good price at $3 a pound. I get the whole chicken, which I'll cook that for Sunday dinner. I get thighs with the bone in. This time I've started to really like those a little bit more. Did I mention the drums, the chicken drums, because we're eating thighs with the bones and drums with the bones a little bit more, and they're at a really good price, you guys. I got we talked about the turkey Italian sausage. I haven't been in the mood for making pork too much lately, but maybe I'll go back to buying that shortly. Some fried okra for the kids. That's just an easy side item, you guys. The key to making this work is spending more money on the meat than you do the side items. So my side items are usually just a quick vegetable. You see I bought some of the frozen veggies that I can cook and just kind of throw in the steamer or throw in a pot and be done with it. So make sure you stick around to the end if you want to see what I'm making for Sunday dinner. And also I'm going to make sure that I clean up everything today. I felt so good after this day, you guys. I went to the store, and usually when you go to the store you don't feel like cooking right, but I did. So let's see how I put it all together once I'm done bringing it in from the store. So here we go. I am getting my countertop ready. I'm wiping it off with a cleaning wipe just so that I can get everything sanitized, and I usually come back and wipe it down with a water cloth as well because something always inevitably falls off, and that's okay. So what I do is I take some Ziploc bags, I have my Sharpie marker, and I start to just write down everything that I bought. I usually remember, but if I don't, I'll write it down later when I pick it up off the table. And so usually everything goes straight into a bag. Most of it is one serving. Things like the whole chicken, which I'll be showing you. There she is. Isn't she a beauty? But some things I do kind of have to measure out, and I have a scale for that, and I will show you how I do that. So I just stick her right on in a bag, and I just let the air out. And you guys, you can fix this so many ways: in the oven, in the crock pot. My husband wants to deep fry it, and so we may be trying that pretty soon. I'm not too thrilled about that, but I'm sure it'll be good. So everything just gets put in a bag and stuck into the freezer. And we don't even have a deep freezer. A lot of people think you need a deep freezer. This is a regular 2-layer freezer. So we use the bottom for the meat that we just purchased. I try to move the older meat over to the left so I can cook it right away. And we still have the top shelf for other items like our breakfast meats or breakfast foods, and boop, boop. And that just goes right on in. You guys, make sure you click like and click share if you want to see some of the dinner ideas that I have for this food. I've been doing this for quite a while, for about 10 years since I had my first son, and it's just really important for me to spend that quality time cooking for my family, and just letting them know that I thought about them in a special way, that I could cook for them and prepare meals especially for them. You guys, I know going out is quick and easy, but really showing your family that you took the time for them is important as well, and they'll have those memories of mom just really spending time cooking for them, or dad. So as you can see, you guys, I am getting this down, and I am almost done, and I'll show you some of the things that I break up and have to actually use the scale for in a second. So here we are. Here is the shrimp. So the shrimp, I usually do about 2 pounds of protein per meal, and so the shrimp is no different. I do about 2 pounds, and I think I purchased 6 pounds of shrimp, and so it may be 1 pound 15 ounces, which 16 ounces makes a pound. So I'm close enough, and I'll just move on to the next bag, and I won't drive myself crazy. If I'm off by a couple of ounces, that's okay. This is the ground beef. You guys, so many people stand there and just gawk at the ground beef because of how gorgeous it is. My 10-year-old actually said the same thing. It's just piles and piles of ground chuck, ground sirloin, and people are like, oh my God, this meat is so beautiful. Imagine what you can do with this. Hamburgers, ground beef. It's just so gorgeous. I used to be squeamish around meat when I was younger, but now I get really excited knowing that I can prepare a healthy meal for my family. And so I bought 10 pounds, so that means I'm going to bag up 5 different bags, which is 5 days worth of meat. Okay, so here are the buffalo wings, as they call them, which are really just wings that have been cut up and the tips have been removed. So I don't measure these out per pound. I usually count them out, and it's 25 wings per day. I tried to go up to 28 because we were just kind of going through them at dinner, but I had some left over, and so 25 is our magic number. They're beautiful. So this is your DeKalb Farmers Market in DeKalb County, Georgia. You guys, if you want to go out there, it's worth the drive. They do not take credit cards, but they do have an ATM machine if you want to get money out before you start. Okay, something that I did not get today because I'm cutting back on carbs, and I know that I had a lot of pasta left. There is a whole section to this pasta brand. I don't know if it's Del Verde or Del Verdere. I like to say Del Verde, but this is some of the best pasta that you can get off the shelf without making it yourself. It is very good, very tender. It doesn't taste tough like some of the pasta you may buy at the mainstream stores. I made lasagna, and my husband just kept commenting on how delicious it was, and then we realized it was the new pasta that I was buying from the farmer's market. And so I usually do go over there and get about 4 or 5 different types. We like the tagliatelle, the nest, which are a little bit wider than spaghetti, but I'm saving this for another round of lasagna because there's enough in the pack for 2. Okay, so I got all the meat put away. My husband is taking the kids outside for a little while, and I'm going to take an opportunity to clean up this kitchen because, of course, there's meat germs everywhere. There's foot germs from us coming in from outside. So I just wanted to show what I'm going to be using going forward right now. Just trying to switch up my routine. I've been getting motivation from a lot of guys on YouTube, a lot of you guys, and also from family and friends, just to find a little more motivation to clean up. And so I did take an opportunity from Grove Collaborative. It's a company that does auto ship for cleaning supplies, household supplies, body care products, that I'm really going to start taking advantage of. And the promotion was to receive a lot of Mrs. Meyer's products, which I've been getting into lately, for free if I just tried out, I think a $20 purchase. So I did it. I bought a body wash that's upstairs, some cleaning sponges, this, which I've used a little bit of, which I'm going to be using in a few minutes, which is great. Oh, let me flip it around. It is the Squirt and Mop, because I love to squirt and mop every day. Is not going to be just a complete get down, bending over, cleaning the floor, which you can still use it inside of your mop bucket as well. So I'll see what I'm in the mood for in a few minutes, but you can pour it into your bucket, or it has a spout where you can just squirt a little bit onto the floor, wipe up a little bit of mess and keep going. I also bought a hand soap, which I'm going to be putting in the bathroom down here. The Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day multi-surface cleaner, which I have this. I have not used it yet. And also the dish soap. I recently bought lavender, and let me see if this one has a smell, lemon verbena. So I'm going to be trying that one out. But this is something that I'm really in love with that I'm going to be going back to today, which is the Caldria Tangelo Palm Frond. Number 24 is a countertop spray. This smells so delicious. It has a floral scent. Also, with the purchase from Grove Collaborative, I got this cute little pail that I can keep all of it in under the sink. And so since everybody's outside, I'm going to get started. I do feel like cleaning up a little bit just because I have all these meat germs everywhere. So let me get started while I'm still feeling motivated. Okay, you guys, so this is me using the Caldria spray. I love it. I use it on the countertops, the table, and I also use it in the bathroom sometimes. Make sure you leave a comment and let me know what cleaning supplies and smells that you like, and maybe I'll give them a try, or other people might be able to see it and kind of get some ideas and motivation. You guys, we got to stay motivated to take care of these households. It's a lot of work. So I'm going to be cleaning off the tables. I actually cleaned the chairs as well. And then going around the kitchen, I cleaned off the refrigerator, all the stuff that we let pile up there. And I'm going to be going into dinner shortly. I'm so excited that I stayed under my budget. My budget for today was $500. And again, that's dinner for the month, you guys. And the focus is on meat. So here I am cleaning the stove. I'm going to take the handles off, and they pull right off. So don't forget that part when you're cleaning, you guys. If you have kids or whoever stays with you, your husband, they will be so excited to come home and just see how clean the house is and the difference it makes. I didn't think it made that much of a difference recently because I have small kids and I'm just tired. But my husband has been commenting on how wonderful the house looks. So I am going the extra mile, pulling out those handles, cleaning them with degreaser spray, and just making everything basically sparkle like it's new. We've been in our house for 2 years and I am still working to get everything decorated and find a good groove, and I don't know if I ever will. But this Sunday, I feel like I did really good. Staying under budget, bringing the bacon home, as they say, with my husband, and also cleaning up, because usually when you bring all that groceries home, you just really don't feel like cleaning up. So here I am. I finished everything, you guys. Look how nice the counters look. I've been working to keep those kind of clutter free, and now we're going to be messing it up again and moving into dinner. Make sure you stick around until the end to find out how much I actually spent at the farmer's market. So I decided that I would just leave out some pork chops, and that's what I'm going to be making today, you guys. I think I did pretty good considering that most families spend $800 a month for 4, and I have a family of 5, so that's $1,000 a month for food. So I'm really proud of my budget, and I did stay under just slightly, but I did. So here I am with the pork chops, and I have some bell peppers, onion cut up, celery in big chunks, just for flavor, some seasoning, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and Tony Chachere's seasoning. I love the all-purpose seasoning. And there is some cream of chicken soup over there. in the background, you guys. And so let me get this out of the way so that I can pull the meat forward and show you just what I do. Pretty simple recipe. Aren't they gorgeous? So I just season up with some garlic powder, some salt, some freshly cracked black pepper. And I have to do that to both sides, but I'm only going to show you guys one side. And the all-purpose seasoning. I love Tony's. I put that in so many of my recipes. But it is salt, so I try not to go too heavy with the additional salt. And make sure you season both sides of your meat, you guys. So let me know in the comments, what are your favorite budget dinner ideas to make, and what do you do to stay under budget? So here I am flipping it over. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, and then I'm going to add my veggies. So there's my celery. I want to put my bell peppers in, and what I like to do is to make sure a lot of the veggies are at the bottom so that they can kind of come into contact with the juices and create a nice little flavor, not just turn brown on top, but actually contribute to some of the gravy that's starting to form at the bottom. And I press my garlic in with a press. You guys, I don't know if you saw that earlier and wondered what the heck was that. I press it through one of the garlic press for the cutting board, or you can buy one of the hand pressed. But it's an easy way for me to have fresh garlic with the refrigerated garlic instead of having to actually skin the garlic myself every day. So I just pop it out of the refrigerator and press it, and voila. And I love garlic, so I always use a lot, and so does my husband. So after you do all of this, you just put some water in. Oops, and I forgot the thyme. So I did realize I had fresh thyme this month. So I do get that from the farmer's market too sometimes, but I still have some left over. And I tuck that in as well. Thyme is one of the best ingredients for your poultry and pork, you guys. I feel like thyme is underrated, and celery is definitely underrated. They're the secret ingredients. So you want to put in enough water to go up about 1/3 of the way. And once you have enough water in there, then you just cover it with foil and put it in the oven for about 350 degrees. After that is finished cooking about most of the way, you're going to put in some cream of chicken soup, which my husband loves. So here I am. I took the meat out, almost done, put in the soup, and just whisked it in and put the meat back. If you don't want it this soupy, you can leave off some of the juices and then use the soup, or you can let it reduce down. But we were ready to eat and we were hungry. So I put this on back in, stuck it back in the oven for about 20 minutes. It could have gone longer. Doesn't that look delicious? So you wanted to know how much I spent, you guys. The budget was $500. I actually spent $463.43. Make sure you click like and click share to see what I'm going to be making with these recipes for the next month. Until next time, it's Everyday Anderson. Mwah.
Until you're somebody to